Okay, so we are going to heat this pan up. I already have it on medium-high heat, and we're just going to squeeze the ground chicken into the pan. I find this is the easiest way when you have the tubes because you can really squeeze it all out without getting all of the chicken juices and everything on your hands or really waste. And I just like to flatten it all down to spread the surface area wider so more of it is touching the pan and it cooks evenly. While it's in there, I'm going to salt and pepper it. You will see me salt and pepper in layers. It's just how you build flavor. I think you should salt and pepper every aspect of what you do if you want it to be seasoned. Season your food, kids. So we're just gonna let that start going, and I'm going to finish chopping all of my vegetables, and I will show you when this is all brown. So now that it's all browned, I'm just going to remove it from the pan and put it aside for later. I want to saute the vegetables by themselves because they'll let go of a lot of water, and I really want to get a good sear on them. And I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil into the pan, just enough to coat the bottom, and I have the heat on really high right now. Okay, so now that the pan is screaming hot, and I used a pan that I used to cook the ground chicken already. I just set it aside, not going too far, keeping it hot. We're gonna throw it back in once we sear off the vegetables. So right here, I have my plate of diced up vegetables. I have 2 medium-sized zucchinis, 1 large bell pepper, and 1 small onion. So we're just gonna saute that. I have a really high heat pan. You can tell the chicken juices are already browning at the bottom, so that's how you know it's hot. They're starting to caramelize, and that is music to my ears. When you hear that sizzle and bubble, that means your pan is hot enough. That is exactly what you want to hear. We're just going to keep mixing this. Remember, you do want it to brown, so once you have it in a layer, kind of just let it leave it alone. Let it bubble on the bottom. You want that pan is going to caramelize the sugars that are naturally occurring in the bell peppers and in the zucchinis, and that's all flavor, guys, so you want it in there. Alright, so I left it for about a minute, and do you see those little bits and pieces of brown? That's what you want. That is beautiful. Once again, guys, I'm going to season this step. Can't forget, when you're cooking, you want to season the steps. Every different portion, not heavily, you just want to season it a bit. And by the end, I promise you, you will not have to salt your food. It comes with each dish that you make. You get used to how much salt to put in it, but I like to season each step because it brings out the flavor of each ingredient equally. Alright guys, it's been about 4 minutes. These are all sauteed up, and the zucchini is al dente. We've got some color on the onions. Everything is looking great. Right now, I am going to add a ½ teaspoon of pureed garlic, because what doesn't taste better with garlic? So you're just going to give that a mix, let that get merry. We are going to add the ground chicken and the juices that it comes with. That is flavor, guys. Okay. Now that that's all mixed in there, we're going to let that hang out for 2 minutes, and then we're going to season it, throw in the tomatoes, top it with cheese, melt the cheese, add avocado, cilantro, and green onions. Alright guys, it's time to season it. I normally make my own taco seasoning. I just add cumin, paprika, a little bit of smoked paprika, salt, pepper, onion and garlic powder, and chili powder. But right now I'm going to use this Tex Mex Clubhouse seasoning. I just have this. It's pretty much the same thing as taco seasoning. I still like it. It's way easier. I'm just going to add about 2 tablespoons to this. And we're going to mix it around and saute that to release all the aromas and the flavors. All right, guys, I've let those spices toast up. Everything's looking good. We're gonna add in about 3/4 of a cup of diced cherry tomatoes. I just quartered them, actually. They're not really diced. So we're just gonna pour that in, mix it together. When you add a little bit of red to this, it really makes the dish pop. That is looking gorgeous, guys. Just beautiful. All right, guys, it's looking good. We're gonna turn the heat down, and I'm going to top it with cheddar cheese right now, and then we're gonna put the lid on and let the cheddar cheese steam and melt for about a minute, and then we are all done, guys. Oh my gosh, guys, look how good this looks. I actually didn't have cheddar cheese, but you know what? I had Monterey Jack, so I said that has jalapenos and everything. I was gonna top jalapenos, put jalapenos on the topping, but now I don't need to. It was in the cheese, and you know what? My husband would probably like that better. So now I just turned off the heat, and this is all done. We're just going to top it with a little bit of cilantro and serve it up. Bon appetit. All right, guys, this is the finished product. Don't mind my dog Gaia. She's just gonna be loud and gonna eat food now. It's dinner time. So I topped it with sour cream, full fat, because we are keto here, and green onions. Yum! Looks so good.